I made this beautiful piece for a grandma, and trust me when I say she loved it and she rocked it so perfectly. Welcome to Sew With Anita, where I share tips that no one talks about that will elevate your sewing skills from a basic to a professional. So if you're just joining us for the first time, you're welcome. Hit on the like and subscribe button so that you can get notified whenever I drop videos like this. In this video, I'll be teaching us how to create this Rich Aunty Bubu gown that has a V-neck line, a cut together sleeve and side pockets. If this looks like what you're interested in learning, hit on the subscribe button and don't forget to hit on the like button too. Now let me tell you, one of the advantage of subscribing to this channel is that you're going to be the first to be notified whenever I drop helpful tutorials like this. Also, when you subscribe, you can also drop comments on request tutorials you would like me to create for you. Remember, I keep saying that I have dedicated this channel for the growth of my subscribers, so if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do that. Without further ado, let's dive into this tutorial. So for this gown, I made use of 3 yards of Ankara fabric. I went ahead to place it on a fold. I folded it into 4, and I'm going to be taking my neck measurement. I'll be cutting the front and the back together. So the neck measurement I took was 4 inches by 6 inches because this is for a grandma. But if you want to do it for your Gen Z customer, you can make use of the person's chest measurement, which is 7 or 8 inches. So I'm just going to connect that point like that to make a V-neck. Then I'm going to take my shoulder to shoulder measurement divided by 2. Then from that point, I'm going to take my sleeve length. So I just went ahead to maximize the Ankara fabric that I have there. Remember that this is a cut together sleeve, so I came down by 1 inch from that point for my shoulder slope so that this can lap very well on the shoulder. Then I connected it over to the neck width like that. Then I went ahead to measure out my shoulder to nipple measurement. So I started from my starting line, take note of that, and I marked it out. So from this point, I'm just going to measure what I have there, and I'm going to mark it on that point that I just marked out. So I hope you understand this. Then I'm going to connect the line. Then that shoulder to nipple point I marked out, I'm just going to mark it out on this different segment so that I can have a straight line like that. So go ahead and just mark out your shoulder to nipple point like that. After that, I'm going to take my hip measurement divided by 4, and I'm going to mark it out, and I'm going to add extra 2 inches allowance for ease. You can go ahead and add 3 if you want it to be very free. So whatever I have there, the total, I'm going to mark it at the lower end. This is because I want to connect the line. So after marking it, I'll just connect the line just like you see me do. Then I'm going to make a slight curve like that for my armhole curve. So I just hope you understand this. Then at the lower end, I'll still take my hip measurement plus 2 inches like that, and I'll connect the line because this is like a straight bubu. There is no much work there, so I'm going to connect it down to the length of this dress. So I'm just going to take my full length of this dress. Take note of where I'm taking the measurements from at the starting line. Then I'm going to take it down to this place. So my full length was 56 inches. I marked it out and I added 2 inches allowance for folding. So go ahead and do that. As you can see, the Ankara was too short, so I actually joined material to this so that it can be longer. So I kept on extending the measurement, and after connecting it, I went ahead to cut it out like this. So I cut out the neck because the front and the back neckline is the same. So just go ahead and cut out everything like you see me do. Ensure that you don't have excess in your fold. Then after that, I'm just going to measure out my shoulder to my waist measurement, which is 17 inches. So I'm going to mark what I have there at the other end like that. I'm going to mark it out. Then I'm going to come down by 2 inches like that for my pocket. So this is the point I'm going to be fixing my pocket. I'm going to notch it out like that. Then I've gone ahead to get a piece of fabric. I'm going to place it on a fold. So I'm folding it into 4 because I want to cut my neck flap like that. So just ensure that it is wide enough. The first one I did wasn't wide enough, so I went ahead to increase the wideness of this fold. So just take note of what I'm I'm doing. There's no much measurement there, so ensure that the length of this neck flare is 4 inches, like it's getting to the nipple to nipple point. Then at the shoulder point, it is about 5 inches or 4 inches long. So I just hope you understand. I'm just going to use my chalk to trace out what I have there so you can see it properly. So from that point, it should be 5 inches, and then from this point it should be 4 inches too. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out like this, and so this is what it looks like when I open it up. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to cut out my pocket for this. So I've gone ahead to cut out 2 pieces for this pocket, and I placed it on a fold. So what I have there is I have about 10 inches by 8 inches like that. So you can make yours longer, but what I used was 10 inches by 8 inches for the 2 of them. So the next thing I'm going to do is to get my front piece, and I'm going to place it at the right side. Then I'm going to place the neck fly on it, right side facing each other, and then I'm going to pin this down. Then I'll stitch down the V side just like that with 1/2 an inch. So take note of the part that I'm going to stitch down. I'll also get the end of this, and I'm going to fold it with 1/2 an inch, and I'll also fold the 4 corners like that. Then for the pocket side, I'm going to get 1 piece of the pocket, and I'm going to place it on it, right side facing each other on that point that I notched. Then I'm going to pin it down, and I'm going to stitch it with 1 inch. So whatever you're using to join the 2 sides of this bubu together is what you're going to use to stitch it down. So since I'm going to use 1 inch to join the front and the back together, I'm going to use 1 inch to join the pocket size like that. So do the same thing for the other side. Place it right side facing each other and stitch it down with 1 inch. Then for the back piece, we're going to do the same thing, but the only difference is that I've gone ahead to cut out a strip for this. This is a 2 inches strip, and by the time you place it on a fold, it's going to give you 1 inch. Then I'm going to stitch it down with 1/4 an inch. Then I'm going to turn it over. The length of this strip is going to be 8 inches, because for the neck we took 4 inches by 6 inches. So that 4 inches times 2 is 8 inches. So you can then add 1/2 inch at the side for stitching allowance. So that will be 9 inches strip. Then I'm going to place the neck flap on it like that, right side facing each other like we did initially. So just go ahead and do this the way I placed it. So do you see the way I placed it? Then I'll stitch just one side of this. Take note of that. So we're just going to stitch one side of the V. After stitching it, we're going to then turn it like this. Then we'll get the other part of the strip, and then we're going to pass it, like we're going to position it the way we did for the first one. So this is a little bit confusing, and ensure that where you're positioning the strip, it is 1/2 inch below your shoulder to shoulder measurement, so that we can have a spacing to stitch down our shoulder measurement. So I'm just going to take this again so that you can understand it. So after we've stitched one side, for the other side we're going to take that strip at the other side and we're going to place it like that. So for this thing to not move, so that you can understand, I'm just going to pin down one side, that middle side, so that it will not move while I'm explaining. Then I'm going to take this other one and I'm going to pass it through like this, right side facing each other, 1/2 inch below your shoulder measurement like that, and we're going to pin it down. Then we're going to stitch down the other side of the V. So when you go over to your sewing machine and you do it, just do it one step at a time. You stitch one side, then you stitch the other V, then you are going to understand it. After doing that, you can then turn it over and you are going to have a perfect finishing for the V-neck side. So this is what it is going to look like. Then for the pocket of this back, we're going to place the front piece on it, right side facing each other. So I'm going to get the pocket side, and remember that our back was at the front, so we're going to place it right side facing each other on the notched part, and we're going to sew it down with 1 inch like that. We're going to also do the same thing for the back, for the other side too. This is actually a very simple process. So this is what I have after I was done stitching it, and this is what it looks like. You can go ahead to iron this out. So I also top stitched it after I joined the sides. I then top stitch it at the neck fly part, so that this can lap well even without ironing. I have not actually ironed this out yet. Then, so do you see the way I top stitch it? One step step at a time. Then for the side, I also went ahead to fold it. I folded that side so that I can have a very neat finishing. So just go ahead and fold yours like that. Then I've gone ahead to arrange the two pieces right side facing each other. Then what I'm going to do now is to join the shoulder with 1/2 inch. Then I'm going to fold the arm side like that. I'm going to fold it with 1/4 inch too. Then I'm going to continue my stitch down with 1 inch like that. So we're just going to continue. Then when we get to the pocket side, we're going to go in with 1/2 inch so that the pocket will not be too little. Then at this side, we'll continue with 1/2 inch. Then when we come out, we'll continue with 1 inch down like that. Then don't forget to fold the lower end of your dress so that it can have a neat finishing. And this brings us to the end of this tutorial. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit the like button.